It's crazy. It's crazy that we hear each other, but he can't hear us.
Yeah. I sent him a message too.
Look, I think he got us now, but
Mm.
hey, well, while he's trying to come on live, welcome everybody. If y'all can hear me, I think we live. But
So,
welcome back to the podcast, man. We can't hear you, man, right now. So everybody, just give us a second while we work out the technical difficulties of the audio.
Oh man, my bad.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry. I have it on mute. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna rewind and come against Selecta. All right, look.
Go ahead, Scheme Unplugged, right?
I'm gonna edit this. Don't worry about it. We're gonna start it over. It ain't. We're gonna do our thing, man. Look. So look. I was wondering why y'all was laughing. I was like, y'all couldn't hear me. Okay. See, this is the type of stuff we do here, man. We make the mistakes and we own up to it. That's my fault, man.
That's how technology works.
It's my fault, baby. It's my fault.
Oh, good.
So Darrell said no audio. Okay, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. So look, man, it's been a minute. Like I was saying, it's been a minute. We had some stuff going on in February, man, and it was a minute. It was part of March. So we here now. We here, man. And this week we were going to do a show on Delta Loops, but there were some issues going on with that with the guest. He had to cancel because of some technical issues with his mic. So he'll probably be next week. His mic should come in by then, and he'll be able to come on. If not, we'll do it the following week. But one thing you can guarantee, we're going to talk about some ham radio every week. Or
absolutely,
we're just going to do our thing, man. So I got my man here. I got two of the homies here, man.
Hey.
I got N3DDG, sound like a set, yo. You know what I'm saying? I got KK7, KK7 GFG. All right, and of course, Kilo Whiskey 5 Delta Romeo Echo. So we ain't gonna waste no time, man. We're gonna get right in because I just want to talk some ham radio. So let me just start off one thing, y'all. Look, man, I finally took the plunge and made my own jumper cables because I needed some jumper cables. Everybody got earphones on? I can hear myself for some reason.
Maybe hold on. Let me go ahead.
All right. Me. When I talk loud, it happens though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just got a big mouth. But look, I finally made my my own jumper cables, man. So I mean, this ain't. I made them two ways. I made them with like this, the ones you clamp on, and then I made some with the clamp. Not clamp. It's it's the ones you don't need a clamp. You don't need to crimp. So it's
the solder.
No, hold up.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we need that plug, man. I got a J pole. I'm getting ready to put together.
It's one. It's like it compresses like the. I forgot the name of that. I'm gonna tell you right now because now I gotta. I'm about to tell you. Hold up. Because I don't want to half step. Where you at? Here we go. It's the compression. What's
PL230?
Yes, these PL 259 compression thing. Like you don't need to clamp it. You just I'm gonna do a demonstration of it on one of the shows, man. And oh man, you know what?
Have you tested it on one of your radios?
Absolutely, had it tested with an analyzer, the whole 9, 1-to-1, man. Everything's yes, sir. Everything worked out.
Right.
So you don't need a crimper. You just you stick the pieces on, and then you put the top part on, and then you compress it and screw it in, and then it's real tight. The only thing you gotta do is solder the tip. That's it. But that's another video. But I'm proud of myself, man. I made one of these joints. This wasn't the one I'm talking about, but I did use crimpers to make this one. This wire was a little stiff, so I wanted to get another wire. But I say all of that to say, look, you can do a lot of this stuff yourself, man. Like honestly, when I first started ham radio, like that was a long time ago. But when you a lot of this stuff you can do, like the antenna thing. I can't tell you how many times you like Deshaun, you told me I could do my own. Ash, you told me I could do my own. Everybody tells me I can do it. You can do it myself. And it took a long time to realize that, I probably can. Anybody, I'm telling you, anybody can with with the right stuff, and the right guidance. Got to say that you can't, if you don't know what you're doing, you get some help. But I'm starting to realize, man, that I can do a lot of this stuff on my own, man, and it's just like it's awesome, yo. I don't know if y'all, if y'all do your own stuff sometime, but it's awesome,
Like I
man.
tell my students, man, knowledge and learning never ends, man. So, yeah, ham radio is technical. There's a lot of learning, and it never stops. If you trust me, I'm a pretty knowledgeable guy myself, but sometimes I just don't feel like doing it. So I go out and guess what? Spend $30 on this cable, spend $40 on this cable. That money adds up.
Yeah.
But you probably you used to definitely save yourself a whole lot of money testing the waters yourself for sure.
Yeah. So but yeah, man, ain't nothing else going on with me.
If you need a specific length of cable, you just make it to whatever length you want.
Right.
Like when I'm setting my radios up on the desk, I don't always need 5 feet. Sometimes I need 2 3/4 feet. You know what I mean? Whatever, because I don't want a whole bunch of cable drooping down there or whatever. So you can make it to your own length and make it out of whatever kind of coax you want. It's neat to know that, especially if you break one off. Then you don't have to buy a new one. Just go ahead and get a new connector and solder that bad boy on there, and you're good.
Right. So so let me ask y'all this one question, because I got this question. It was in an email, and it's a basic question, but that's what they asked me, and I answered them. I gave an answer because the answer wasn't so much a scientific exact science. It was an opinionated answer, and they asked me what was the hardest part about getting on HF, and for me it was more I think it was more myself delaying the process myself, because I had people who was going to do it, and I had people who was going to come over and show me how to do it, which they eventually did, but it took me a long time to figure out, like, because I kept looking in the yard and saying, no, it ain't enough room here, but not knowing how simple it was. But so all of y'all who there's a lot of people in the group that don't have a technician license yet. They don't have a setup yet. I'm telling you, man, the limited space that you need, you will get on the air. You will get on the air, man. So don't give up.
Yeah, it was a good point that you're making. I just want to kind of piggyback, man. Again, congratulations, man, on chasing those 50 states. And that's a prime example of what technicians can do for you.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, "Hey, well, I got to be a general. I got to be an extra to get on HF." No, even technicians. Come on, y'all. This is what we've been pushing. This is what we've been pushing the whole time. As a technician on 10 meters, right, a 16 foot of cable, you can get on and make contacts after contacts after contacts, just like my man Dre did. So come on and get with the business.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. Because I'll tell you, when I got on 10 meters and I got that joint up, man, I was going crazy, man. Like I was going crazy, man. So now it's just like, yo,
now he can't stop.
I can't, man. Like, look, I've turned that radio on every day since I got it.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, look, you got me. Hey, man, what frequency you on, man? I'm trying to get some too. Hey, you getting them, man? You getting them?
Oh yeah, man. Ash, what was your hardest part about? What do you think the hardest part is about getting on HF?
I think the hardest part for me was just getting on there and try not to be afraid of making contacts.
Mm-hmm.
Because on VHF, UHF, you hear people all the time, and they're local, and sometimes you know them. You've met them before, but getting on HF, man, it's a big old world out there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So once you hop on there and realize, there's not really any mistakes to be made. You throw out your call sign, somebody talk back, and it's just like what we're doing right now. It's getting over that initial fear of you're gonna mess something up or did I do it right? Just put your feet in the water and it'll come natural.
Yep. Because I
Then you get
know.
addicted like Dre, and you make you get all 50 states.
Yeah, but
Right,
you know what? I'm waiting for that last confirmation though, man. Now he play that last guy that he playing with my emotions for real because it's the last one is Hawaii. I think it seems like a lot of people, I guess, because on the East Coast or whatever, and they have a hard time getting Alaska and Hawaii. And there's this one guy like I said on my I went live last time, and I said a lot of those contacts weren't like I don't go on nets just to get certain states. Like I was on there participating because I liked it. But for Alaska and Hawaii, I went specifically on nets to get those two states because it's hard, man. And I wind up getting Hawaii. I was all happy. That was my 50th. So I still gotta have him confirm it. But he emailed me today. He's like, I was remote, so I wasn't in Hawaii. I was like, dang. I was like, damn, Gina.
Right.
So I might have to cheat, not cheat, but I might have to creep on over to FT8, yo, and just get that Hawaii contact and come on back home, bro. Man. You know what I'm saying? But
there's a frequency. I'm not for sure if this is the same one you're talking about, but there's a frequency. Next time I'm on it, I hear it. I'll write down and let you know. But it's a guy that holds a net on a certain night on a certain frequency, and everybody kind of like what I was trying to do. Everybody get on, and they're from different areas, and he'll do a roll call and everything. And number one, to say, "Hey, I'm from Texas," and then number two, maybe in Indiana somewhere. I say, "Hey, number one, out of 10 people." Figure out who you want to try to call and make a contact with, and that net is kind of how I think people get access to the different states as well. Have y'all heard of that one yet?
I haven't heard of it, man. I haven't heard of it. I do know, like on certain nets, they'll ask you, does anybody have a priority call for 50 states? But some of those nets are like one net was like, you have to be a member to do it, right? So if you were a member, you can do it. But then one net went even further than that. They said not only do you have to be a member, but the 50 states have to be within the contacts on the nets, not QRZ or something. So
yeah.
You know, so I don't know if Ash ever heard, experienced any of that, but
I've heard that net before, and it's pretty neat. And you hear so many people on there, and again, that's the beauty of ham radio, man. Is somebody need a state and there's a net for it, and you come out there and this guy's just setting it up just for that. And then you hear different people on there talking from different areas, and say, oh, wow, I can actually hear that guy. So then you learn, well, I can reach this guy in Australia. So now you can make these contacts in Australia. It's just amazing what the nets can do, and that's a good way to get into learning what your antenna is capable of, and how far you can reach and all that with certain amounts of power. It's just amazing, man. It's a good hobby.
Yeah, definitely a good hobby, man. I ain't bored with it yet. I mean, I'm like nowhere near like, like I said, I'm on it every day, man. I love it, man. I love it. And sometimes I don't even say nothing. I just listen. And some of it's entertainment.
I'm gonna tell you, I bought since I joined a ham radio club up here, and it's pretty neat. It's 300 members in our club, and they're super organized. And I said, I need to get on these repeaters more often. And I'm in the car a pretty good bit. So I said, all right, put a radio in the car. But I ain't drilling holes in my roof. It's not gonna happen. So I got a window mount antenna, and I did a lot of research, and a lot of people say they didn't work, but almost like 95% of the reviews that I read, they work perfect. So I'm gonna be that guy with a 2-foot cell phone antenna hanging off the side of his car, but it's gonna get me on the air, and I be out there and you can talk. So you do what you got to do, man, and that's the fun of the hobby, is just being creative and finding what works. And you get out there, especially when you're going on road trips and stuff. You got 2 meters, 440. You just hop on there and you can handle business.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that, man.
Yeah, man. I like that too. Like it's just, so many different ways you can do things. Like for my my mobile rig, which I don't have anymore, I got rid of it. I think I want to get something different. That's why I got rid of it, to force myself to get something different. But the antenna is still up in the car. But the way one of the guys that was going to install it, I was like, I think I can do it myself. And he's like, yeah, you probably can. But that's when I was real new, and I'm like, I ain't messing around with no battery, no car battery. I'm not drilling or nothing like that. But I did wind up putting the antenna, and he took some money off the installation because pretty much all he had to do was connect it to the battery, pretty much. But I kind of put the antenna on, ran the wires, and then the wires weren't like gripped down to the frame or anything like that. I just slipped it right under it was in the trunk. It came out the back seat in the creases, so you couldn't see it, down to the floor, under the mat, inside of I can't explain it, but it was hidden under mats. And you just couldn't see nothing. So I think everybody have their own little style of how they do certain things, and it works, man. I mean, I went to one of my elders yesterday, and like I said, like this guy, he worked for NASA he retired from NASA 40 years of service, and he did electrical, stuff, stuff like that. So, I mean, he knows everything about everything, man. His antennas is on point. They all go to him in this region to fix stuff and all of that. And he's shown me a lot, man. Like the way he does certain stuff. What's crazy? He showed me yesterday. He showed me a 2 meter 7 centimeter antenna that he made out of spokes from the bike.
Wow, nice.
And I was like, wow. And it 1-to-1, man. SWR 1-to-1.
Wow.
Yeah, and it can happen.
I'm like, man. So like, there's more than one way in ham radio. There's more than one way to skin a cat, a dog, a squirrel, and a possum. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's like being MacGyver, man. You stuck in the woods, and man, I got a radio, but I ain't got no antenna. Oh, it's a bike over here. Let me get this.
Right.
You got
and I'm just like, what? How do he do that? Like. And I mean, he's got some stuff on it. Like he had the solder stuff and all this stuff to make the antenna. And then the way he set it up is the antennas. I mean, the antenna with all the spokes. I think he's using them as
like a ground plane.
Yeah, and they come up. Like you can fold them. So and then he got you can fold it up into one little thing, and then he's got PVC piping that's padded to use it as a case. The dude's amazing, man. He amazing, man. So, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You could do a lot. With, and he uses stuff around the house, and it's just like incredible, man. Incredible. He's my go-to.
Use it.
Yeah, he's definitely my go-to, man. I mean, he got like 4 or 5 antennas. Like, I think he got 4 antennas at his house, right? Uh-oh, is that a Q dog? Oh, no, that's just your dog. All right. I'm a Sigma, so okay, all right.
Yeah.
But, man, it's just amazing. He got 4 antennas. One's a beam antenna, another one. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff up there, man. It looked like NASA at his house, man. And his neighbor has some type of what is it? His neighbor has some type of I forgot what it is. Some machine that his neighbor uses, but every time the neighbor would turn it on, he'd get interference. And the machine, whatever that machine was, it cost about $500.
So interference is.
So he wound up buying them a new one. He said, because he knew that one was. He looked up the specs and he figured out what it was, and he wound up buying them a new one. He's like, "Yo, if I give you this one, can you use this one?" And it was a much better one. So you know what I'm saying. So they took it, man. So
I took it too.
He's serious about his radio. So
yes, sir.
Yeah. But that's what's up, man. And y'all heard any Any ham news that's worthy of mentioning?
Well, so yeah, actually, I was going to wait to the end, but since you brought it up, we want to send our condolences out to WW9W, Brother Robert Evans, in his passing of his son right
Yeah.
now. We want to send prayers down to Louisiana, down toward this way. Also, another member of the High Fivers, N5YHQ. N5YHQ is a silent key, Mr. Charles Harris as well. So prayers out to their families at this time as they prepare to lay their loved ones to, well, as Brother Evans prepare his loved one, his son, to rest, and for the Silent Keys family, Mr. Charles Harris, N5YHQ.
Yeah, man. So everybody who's watching, man, let's keep them in our prayers, man. Let's pray for strength for their families and them to get through this tough time. It's not easy losing somebody, man. Like it's not, man. So let's just keep them in our prayers and keep them in our hearts, and and hopefully, they'll get the strength that they need from our prayers. So I've talked to a couple of them, one of them anyway, and he's a good guy, man. Like, he's a good guy,
Yes, sir.
He actually said he wanted to come on the show. So but he's a real
I'm
good
working
guy,
on
man.
getting him on as well. Definitely.
Very helpful, man. Real good guy, man. I told him I was on the Buckaroo Net when I first talked to him, and he was just like, "Oh, okay." Brother just looked out for me, man. He looked out for me. All the Buckaroos be looking out for me, and it's just amazing, man, that the ham radio family we have amongst each other is just, I mean,
absolutely.
I'm getting support like crazy, man. Like, yo, if you need us to come on, if you need anything, let me know. I don't know if y'all been to the Zoom room. They just be having a good time in there, man. So it's all good, man. Definitely all good. So
I told Deshaun the other day when I came from the club meeting, it's so diverse, man. There's so many. It's people from men, women, black, white, all for people from all walks of life. And the key thing is we all speak radio,
right?
Yes, sir.
We all speak that same language. So it's a wonderful way to pull people together, and you'd be surprised who has the knowledge, because some of these young kids get in there and they're like, "Why don't you just tune the antenna this way?" And next thing you know, he's talking to Tahiti.
Yeah.
It's just amazing who knows what. And then some of the Elmers, they get in there, man, and whoa, the knowledge those guys have.
Yeah.
Because they've been doing it for 50, 60 years. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's why I love this hobby, man. It's just so much.
I aspire to be like that one day.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, I feel like so wet behind the ears when I talk to them, because they just been around so long, man. It's just like, man, like I can't wait,
Yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah, man. Ash, you got any news, ham news you want to talk about before we get up out of here?
I'm barking news. These dogs are going
nuts. Hey man, it's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah, actually, check this out. This past week, man, I ended up buying me another dog as well. I got a miniature schnauzer running around here like a little rabbit right now. That's keeping me busy. So I know what you're going through right now, brother.
Yeah, man. It's we got the new puppy, and he is just terrorizing the other dog.
The smallest one in there, huh?
Smallest one. He got to fight his way up,
making all the noise. That's how it go, man. That's how it go. But
I don't have nothing new, man. I just I bought that new VHF rig, and I'm excited about using it, and the club business, and that's it for me, man. I think if I buy another radio, I might have to get divorced, but
tell me about it.
Tone it down for a little while.
Where Ash at? Oh man, I don't know, man.
Right.
I think he took his radios back to the store to save his marriage.
I'll hide it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Definitely.
And luckily, you know, they won't notice.
Yeah, man.
You know, especially they on New Ham Radio. You put something in, you know, put something on the desk, put something brand new on there, and don't even know the difference. You know, so
Right.
but I gotta stop
She's
giving
a
out my
trooper,
secrets
man.
though.
She's a trooper though, man. Cause she be out there helping me put antennas up and stuff.
Oh,
And
that's
she
what's
don't know
up.
the first thing about ham radio, but she be out there helping me because she know that's my passion.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah,
like doing. So
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
we get out there and she help with it. And she come in here every once in a while and see me tuning and twisting dials and stuff. And she's like,
yeah.
she's shaking her head and walk off. It looks kind of like NASA in here. You walk in here and see screens everywhere and weird sounds coming from the speaker. Like, what is all this? You know, but
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting though. She gets a kick out of it when I say, "Hey, I just talked to a guy in Australia." She's like, "Did you do that on the antenna we put up last week?" I said, "Yeah." She understands.
Yeah,
She likes
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I told my wife I talked to somebody in Israel. I was real excited. She was like this.
Ooh.
Okay. No love. No love, yo. Yeah, I just, you know, they don't know the simplicity of how this stuff works, and it's just like it's a big deal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a big deal. Like,
Yes.
but you know, and then she's still calling it a CB. Now that's grounds for a serious divorce. Like you just gonna disrespect me,
Right.
and you pretty much disrespecting a marriage.
Hey, look. It's time. Yeah, you don't need to buy no more radios, brother. You need a truck. You need an 18-wheeler.
Yep. Shoot, man. But yeah, man. All right, brothers. We going in.
One last
Go ahead.
shout.
Do your thing, man.
Shout real quick, man. For the group that's we continue to push, and we definitely want to not leave without saying congratulations to everybody that's coming through. That's getting your technicians, that's got your general, that's got your extra. This is what this is all about, okay? Continue for the guys that's following. If you don't have your technician, continue to work. Again, technician is where you want to start. If you don't have to go nowhere else, but we definitely pushing you to at least get that technician and come on the air.
Yes, sir. And congrats on you, man, for getting your extra, man. I don't know if we did a
we
show
talked about it.
Okay, but still, I want to say it again, man.
Yeah,
Brother got his extra.
Right on.
You know, that's no easy task, man. So congratulations again on your extra, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we're gonna get up out of here, man. And I think so I'm gonna talk to y'all about this. But I was thinking about, sometimes we're not able to do it every week because stuff comes up. But I'm thinking maybe have some tips, some weekly tips here throughout the week, a quick 30-second tip or whatever, but maybe just try to get ourselves involved more with the group and stuff. So let's do that. Terrence just came. All right. So Terrence, let me just put him right here. Let's see what Terrence got to say. I got to figure out how to work this, these comments, because it gives me a different thing every day. Good stuff, brother. Okay, don't forget the SMA. Okay. Oh, he said don't forget. Okay, Saturday morning sessions. That's right. Okay, y'all. Yeah, I gotta. You know what? I'm gonna put that on the group because y'all gotta check out this net. Awesome, man. It's totally awesome, yo. I think Eric just came in. All right, Eric said, "Great content, great vision, brother." Eric, thank you, man. Appreciate it, my brother. We appreciate it, and it's people like y'all, man, who just make us get motivated and do it more. So I can't wait to have y'all on here. So remember, man, y'all, we here.
Right, and for those that's listening, you don't have to have your license to come on and talk and ask questions as well. So
right. And definitely, just come on, ask the questions. Don't be scared, man, because that's how we learn. We learn by making mistakes, and we learn by asking questions. So just remember that, man. Just remember that. But we're gonna be out of here. We'll see y'all next week. And salute to all of y'all, man, who's watching. Salute to everybody who's on Ham Radio, man. Much love and respect to y'all. So we out of here. Peace.
Absolutely.
Peace. 73.
All right.